Hello, class 9. Children, in today's session, we are going to study about the different sources that help us to know about the Harappan civilization. Children, you already know that sources play a very important role. Through these sources only, we come to know about our past. There are two types, archaeological sources and literary sources. The only literary source of the Harappan civilization is the script found on the seals, but the script has not been deciphered yet. That is, the historians are not able to read it. Therefore, our knowledge of the Harappan civilization is entirely based on the archaeological sources, and these sources are the Great Bath, the Citadel, Seals, Bearded Man, Dancing Girl, and the Dockyard. The first archaeological source is the Great Bath. It is one of the largest and the most important public buildings found at Mohenjo-daro. It is a large rectangular tank resembling a swimming pool surrounded by galleries and rooms on all sides. It is 39 feet long, 28 feet wide, and 8 feet deep. On either side of it are raised platforms with flight of steps on both sides. The walls and the floors of the pool were made of burnt bricks, and in order to make the pool watertight, gypsum, mortar, and bitumen was used with burnt bricks. The pool was filled with water which was taken from a nearby well. The pool was also cleaned periodically, and the dirty water was thrown out of the pool through a large drain which was connected to the main drain on the street. The bath was surrounded with porticos and sets of rooms which were utilized for religious activities or for changing clothes. The Great Bath was used for ritual bathing. The Great Bath shows the skills of the engineers and architects of the Harappan civilization. This picture is also of the Great Bath, and you can see the pool filled with water, and also you can see the rooms all around the bath. Most cities of the Harappan civilization were divided into two parts, the citadel and the lower town. The citadel was built on a raised ground enclosed by high walls to protect it against floods or enemy attack. It contained public buildings like the Great Bath, the Granary, and the Assembly Hall. The ruling class, consisting of the rich merchants and priests, lived here. The seals are one of the most important archaeological sources that enables historians to reconstruct the past. More than 2000 seals have been discovered from the different Harappan sites. They are generally square or rectangular in shape, but some are even circular. Seals are made of steatite, ivory, agate, or terracotta. The seals are engraved with images of human or animals like buffalo, elephant, tiger, and have an inscription on the top. Most of the seals have knobs at the back through which runs a hole. These seals were used by merchants and traders for stamping their goods. They were also worn around the neck or the arms like an amulet. The most important seal is the Shiva Pashupati seal. The seal depicts a three-faced figure seated in a yogic posture surrounded by 4 animals, as you can see in the picture, and under his throne you can find 2 deer. A pair of horns crowns his head. Some historians believe it to be Lord Shiva, represented as Pashupati or Lord of the Beasts. This seal was discovered at Mohenjo-daro. The seal throws light on the religion of the Harappan age. This is the unicorn seal. The unicorn is the most common motif on the Harappan seals and appears to represent a mythical animal which has a single horn. The seals are of great importance because they provide many useful information about the Harappan civilization. The seals reveal the artistic skill of the artists and craftsmen. From the seals, we know about the dress, hairstyle, and ornament of the people of the Harappan civilization. The seals also reveal about the religious beliefs, commercial activities, and trade relations of the people of this civilization. They also tell us about the script of the Harappan civilization. Another archaeological source of the Harappan civilization is the stone sculpture of a bearded man which was excavated at Mohenjo-daro. Is a fine example of Harappan art. This statue is believed to be of a priest king draped in a shawl over his left shoulder with trimmed beard and half-closed eyes. He also wears a headband and an armlet on his right hand. It is an important piece of art and proves that the skill of the artisans in the Harappan civilization was of high quality. This is the bronze statue of a dancing girl which was found at Mohenjo-daro. The right hand of the girl rested on her back and the left hand is fully covered with bangles. She also wore a necklace and her hair is neatly tied at the back in a bun. This is the most remarkable metal work of the Harappan period. This bronze statue shows that the Harappan artists were great sculptors. In this picture, you can see a dockyard which is surrounded by a huge brick wall to protect the area against floods. It was connected by channels that led to the Gulf of Cambay, which is now called as Gulf of Khambat. A dockyard was discovered at Lothal. It shows the trade connection of the Harappan cities with Mesopotamian and Egyptian cities. Lothal was an important trading center from where overseas trade was carried out. The people of the Harappan civilization knew the art of writing. The script of this period was pictographic with picture-like signs. The number of signs of the Harappan script is between 375 and 400. The direction of writing is from right to left, but sometimes it was also written from left to right. Unfortunately, the Harappan script has not been deciphered till now.